Hello and welcome. In this video, we'll have a look at the sources view. This is the view of all the different source systems that are contributing data into a unified profile. From within an individual profile, I can access the sources view by clicking on the icon with the three arrows pointing at each other. This launches the sources view. The attributes are arranged in a vertical orientation with all the attributes from the profile view listed here. The way to interpret the sources view is really viewing it from right to left. On the right side is a list of all the different sources that are currently contributing some set of attributes into this particular unified view. Notice, as I hover over a particular source, only those attributes that that particular source provides are highlighted. If I expand a particular source, you'll notice the name of the source and the ID value or the primary key from this record. This is vital information that Reltio uses every time an update occurs on this data, because right now Reltio knows that all of these different source records are in fact pointing at the same unified view. Arranged within each attribute, you'll notice the different values from each source that are color-coded. In this example for first name, I'll notice that we have a first name from Microsoft Dynamics in red, from ServiceNow in purple, another ServiceNow instance in yellow, and then from SAP Customer Data Cloud in green. Notice there's 4 attribute values from these different sources. For middle name we have 3, last name 4, etc., etc. In the middle is a set of survivorship rules for each and every attribute. These rules are pre-configured within your free instance of Reltio Identity 360, but you'll notice when you click on each attribute that you can see different types of survivorship rules here. The most frequently used one in Identity 360 is recency. In other words, the most recent value from these various contributing sources will be used in the unified view, sometimes known as the golden record. Reltio, we specifically refer to this as the operational values. This is a dynamic view that's generated based on the various source contributions on the right. So you'll notice most of these attributes are using recency. You'll also notice that aggregation is being used. This is a very typical rule that we use whenever we have multi-value attributes. Think of things like phone numbers, addresses, emails, multi-channel consent, etc. As an end user, I can't override these rules. They're pre-configured within Identity 360. However, what I can do is manually change a value. For example, if you look at the middle name here, it's displaying B right now based on this recency survivorship rule. If I want to, I can override this. Notice if I hover over this, there's a little pin icon. I can pin this name, and as an end user, I have now overridden this particular survivorship rule, and notice the name is now showing as Brent. On the far right, you'll also notice a graphical representation of the various records. Each little line that you see here essentially represents one of the records from these different sources that are all contributing into this golden record. And you can see when in the audit trail these certain actions occurred. I hope you enjoyed this quick tour of the sources view, your window into all the different individual source records that are contributing some data into your unified profile. In order to sign up for your free instance of Reltio Identity 360, please go to reltio.com/Reltio Identity 360 free tier request.